Hello there. I'm recording. We're just waiting for some more people to hopefully figure out how to use Zoom. Hi. Yay. Got two that just sent me a message. You better be recording. I can't get on here. Oh, and another one. Oh, this is how the normal is. I can't get on right now. This is happening. You better be recording.
No, Zoom was my life for like 2 years. I had to teach by
Zoom.
I had to teach by Zoom, so I'm proficient. So yeah, I'm on. I can't get my new printer to upload, and so I can print out my worksheet.
Oh,
But
your
I have,
worksheet. But you know what? Just journal. Just
yeah,
journal
I
right
have,
next to. Okay. Yeah, you know what? It's with mindset, it doesn't necessarily have to be that worksheet. It's the act of going through the process is the goal.
yeah,
Like we don't have to
yeah.
have the worksheet. We just have to be processing, and I have it here. Hello, Miss Julie.
Sorry.
Oh, well, that's okay. We're all in our little rooms tonight together. I'm excited because Clark said he's gonna come on. Hello. Which is great because my boyfriend's testimonial is awesome. And he usually doesn't come on unless he's being a pest. And then he jumps
No,
in.
see, it was the dog that had to come up on the bed, the spare bed.
Oh, aw.
Has to be
What,
part of anything.
what's your puppy's name?
You're gonna laugh.
Oh, wait. Hmm. Oh, what could it be? Okay, yes, I will. Tell me.
Paper.
Piper. Like, hey.
Yeah, it has to be something Scottish. We were going with Macduff too, but we went with Piper.
Okay, because then I was like, you could have a Mick. Like my brain's like, Mick, who? And then I was thinking of who is like the bagpiper that she loves the most. Really?
Yeah.
Trisha is my dance teacher, my Highland dance teacher.
There we go. Unmute. Hello.
Hello. And Trisha Julie is my support, my cheerleader, my you're like, what would you call like the early adopter? Oh, Melissa, you want to do this? Okay, let's do that. She's like, what? Oh yeah, this looks good. Let's do this too.
Just along for the ride.
But no, but like in a serious way because she loves the science. Like she will science nerd out with me, and not always the people in that I've been with would science nerd out. So I was happy to find a sciencey friend. Um, and she owns Tea Berries, fine teas in Pet Street. Look at Chris's face.
I go in there all the time. I have 2 tea drawers.
That is so good.
I just keep muting because otherwise you get a lot of feedback when you have more people on, just, Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have a couple more minutes, and what we'll do is once people get in, Julie, I might make you co-host.
Okay.
Just to help with the facilitation of people coming in, because I can sometimes miss that. And I don't know if we're going to see how my chat's going to come up on here today. I never know how it works. But I'm in my uniform today.
Your swag.
Oh, I'm in my swag. Yeah. Here comes, we've got Sean coming in.
We were at volleyball all day the last 2 days. So I've got my comfy sweater and my feet are up on it so they don't get cold. And yeah, because I'm in the basement. So it's been a long day.
Well, thank you for coming on. Thank everyone for coming on. It's a Sunday long day, and here we are talking about health and seeing what's possible. Sean, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, I don't know if my camera's working here, but
Great, your voice is here. And I'll have a picture of you in a slideshow.
yeah, no, for sure.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how long I can hang out here, but I'll be here for a bit. It was a
Okay,
busy day.
you'll be at the beginning. You're at the beginning anyway, so that's good.
Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know why my phone's not deciding to give me my camera today.
and we'll see. Now,
Mm,
there are more. I have a question. Did you get a email saying that there was a scheduled Zoom meeting tonight?
Not a recent reminder one, no. I had to search my emails for this.
Oh, rude.
Mhm.
Zoomity Zoom. Hmm.
And there usually is a reminder thing.
Oh, there's my
automatically.
video. I decided to work.
Okay, that's interesting that there isn't. Well, you know what? I'm going to start, and possibly people are doing just that, is they're trying to find that. And unfortunately, I was hoping the Zoom would do its magic. That's why I made registration, so that it would communicate. So
Mhm.
Zoom, now I have to do it myself. Trisha, do you know anything about this since you're a Zoom expert?
It usually just does, you have to select it as a reminder. So
That would be it.
you have to select it as a reminder, and you can, just like you would select as if it was a recurring meeting.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know, because I might not have hit the select the email reminder. But I am recording because I have had people reach out to me, and hopefully I've got a Brenda, Barb, a Nancy, a Michelle, who were going to be coming in. They may be coming, Julie, if you see them. Just admit, and if not, I will email them the recording. Say, sorry, you didn't get a reminder. But thank you everyone for being here. I do really appreciate taking time out of your life to learn a little bit more about your health. And I am Melissa, and I am an advocate for doTERRA essential oils, and I live in the beautiful Okanagan, Seal territory. It is freaking stormy snowball today here. I don't know if anyone has noticed. The weather is less than optimal, and I hope spring gets here soon. Okay, so just to share out, just out of curiosity, you can type it in the chat. Have you tried MetaPWR before? Now, I think, no, if you have, just put your name and if you've tried it, yes or no. And if, and also how long? And I think I know for some, but I'm still trying. Trisha's a not yet. People know, and I'm like, not yet. Okay. 7 weeks. Okay, so that's where you're at now. Okay, Lainey, no, you're just not there yet. Okay. And Julie, you are where? I can't remember.
Couple months behind you.
Are you okay? Okay, and pretty steady, I think. I've had some blips. I for sure have had some blips where I didn't order and then was like, oh, I can notice this. I can feel it in my joint. So I would say for over a year and a bit now, 15 months, I think, about 15 months since it was released. It was weird. I was like, I'm not a person to like, really, I'm not like, oh, let's try this and let's try this. I'm always thinking that my exercise and the way that I eat is just going to be enough to keep my body in the healthy shape that I had when I was 20 something. Rude, very, very rude. No, it's not the case. You can see me going red. It's so not the case. What is going on? I think I eat healthy and I think I exercise. And I think I manage stress very well. So all of those things, especially over the past 3 years, really got me wondering if there's anything else I should be doing. And this is where MetaPWR came in. It came in at a time when I was learning about glucose roller coaster. And actually my mom, I think Trisha, I told you this, my mom was like, my mom's this big and then was diagnosed borderline type 2. And so it sort of threw me for this like, oh, what is going on? Why does my mom, who is a fitness professional, oh, this is how her body's metabolizing. I wonder what's going on out there. So I started to deep dive into the glucose roller coaster, how she was eating, how I was eating, and the steps that we needed to do and the supplements that we could take to stop our body from swelling. And for her, it, especially when you're older, the glucose roller coaster can do some really nasty things to your mental health as well as arthritis. So she was getting a lot of swelling and she couldn't move her hands as much. And so when we started to make these small steps, you could see that inflammation come right down. And for me, I'll share more of my story too. So that's just a little intro. Hello there, welcome. Nice to see you. So I'm going to get this. Now, I'm not a Zoom newbie, but I am sometimes a bit bumbly. So please be patient as I make sure I click on the right button. Let's see. Let me find it. Oh, I see why. Okay. It's gonna work. Share screen. And there it is. Okay. I'll wait for it. It might take a little delay, but hopefully you can see. I think it's like I don't think it's full screen, but I can make it navigating around some full screen here. Does it go to full screen on the button? I always wonder. Does it say loading?
Yep.
Perfect. This is an older information presentation that's available October 1st. So this was from 2022. And what had happened was doTERRA, the organization that I'm an advocate for, really is targeting and spending so much research, time, money, energy, targeting like ways for our bodies to be healthier. And they're looking into some of the biggest issues that bodies have right now in North America and actually globally, because they're a global market. And what they found is metabolic disease is, we'll see on the slide, but it's like ridiculously high. And that's just because of the way that we've been, Julie, what's the word I'm looking for? The way that we've been told to eat. I don't know, like marketed to eat.
Conditioned to?
Conditioned to eat. So things like, I work in a school system and I worked for healthy schools, and there's definitely some things in there that we had to look at to change what was happening in schools and what we were feeding the children. So conditioned is a good word. Let's see. Sean! Sean's like, oh.
That's me.
That's you. Sean, I'm just to say that I know that Julie's really proud of you, and I'm really proud of you too, because it takes a lot of courage to go, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take pictures of myself doing it. So thank you, because it's now your time to share your story, Sean. Tell me.
Yeah, so I'm Sean. I live in Calgary, Alberta. I'm not sure where everyone else is, but I work at the hospital out there, so shift work's been killing me for a multitude of reasons. But Julie kind of introduced me to this bit a while ago. I decided to take the plunge, so to speak, and literally the first day I noticed a difference. I'm a very numbers oriented person, so when I'm changing up stuff in my diet, like I have type 2 diabetes, so I check my blood sugar a lot, and literally the first MetaPWR assist pill that I took that night, my blood sugar was literally the best it's been in 10 years, like my postprandial blood sugar. So that's kind of when I knew it was going to work right away, right? At least for my blood sugar stuff. And then the weight was super quick. I think I was down 10 pounds in 4 weeks. And then I had 2 weeks of nothing. And then last week I dropped 3 pounds in a week. So I was kind of like not seeing the scale move or anything. So I have a bunch of pictures, and if I shared the other picture, I didn't, but although I didn't lose any weight, you can see the difference like in my like mid stomach area to what it is now. So it's definitely a huge difference. Like I came off of on 2 different medications. I'm on Syngerdy and then I'm on Ozempic. So I came off my one dose of Ozempic super quick. I'm still on one. And then last week, I came off my Syngerty, and now I'm just on metformin. So I've pretty much half dose both medications right now, which is pretty good. Previous to this, I was consistently tired, like very, very tired, especially with my shift work. So I'm not getting those, those 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock crashes. I do 12-hour shifts, so I'm usually up at 4:30 in the morning, at work at 6, finish work at 6 p.m., at home 7. So it's usually a late dinner if I eat dinner. Yeah, so yeah, just a bunch of good things. My hair, I think I shared a picture of Julie. My hair is actually growing back a bit again, which I found kind of amazing because I got like the full top edge of my hair missing kind of, but that's coming back too. Yeah, doing the gym. I'll say a gym a lot for me. So I do about an hour on the treadmill on my days off. So I work 4 days on, 4 days off. So I do about an hour on the treadmill. At the beginning, it was super, super hard. Now I'm almost kind of craving it a little bit. So my days off, I go to the gym, and I don't like, if you think of gym, you think of like doing a lot of weights and doing like tons of cardio. I literally put it maybe on speed 3 now, incline 5 on the treadmill, do that for about an hour. And then I maybe do about 15 minutes of light weights, and that's my gym routine. So
Shauna,
I think I'll probably, yeah.
I was going to
Yeah,
jump
okay.
in. There was something really interesting that you said, is that you're craving it, which is
Yeah.
going from being exhausted to craving it. And I'm noticing that more for myself too. And other people are seeing that. They're like, what is going on? Like the motivation.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
go
no, totally. So yeah, so the gym's one thing. Like I literally have like my collection of Lululemon now. So I have like 3 different gym outfits. So before I kind of just threw whatever, like my gym bag's right across from me right now. So that's always set and ready to go, and it's not a chore like it used to be. It's pretty it's pretty good. And even my like attitude at work's a lot better. Like I'm definitely not feel as stressed as I used to be. And that was just more from being tired all the time. So just for me, it's been a multitude of benefits. And as of right now, like I literally haven't seen any negatives to say.
That's awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I don't see my Clark here. Clark, I have to tell you, Sean, my boyfriend Clark, very similar experience. He put up on his in Facebook our before and after from November 2022 to, and I can't remember, this was like 1 year later, 2023, and you can see the puffiness in his face in the first picture and how that has reduced so much. People are like, what the? It's, for myself, it was the same, like super puffy and just really exhausted and unmotivated. He's motivated to go to CrossFit every day. I haven't hit that level of motivation yet, but
Well, he wasn't a gym person before
he
at
would
all.
do, I think he did CrossFit, but he wasn't
Oh, did
seeing
he?
the results. And he
Okay.
wasn't feeling, I don't think he felt motivated. He wasn't self-motivated to go there. He's so self-motivated now. That's the MetaPWR piece, that there's biochemistry going on where these mitochondria, there's my sciencey word, these mitochondria are actually like being activated, and your body's biochemistry is shifting. And the word they use is epigenetics. That's the other one. These big, awesome words, meaning that our body will express differently and start to change over time based on what we're feeding it. So one of the things, tell me if this sounds right, Sean. I don't know, because we didn't talk about this too much when we first started, but this was mine. Like this, and Clark, actually, I was listening to something called the Glucose Goddess at the same time as MetaPWR was being released. So it was just this wild ride of what I'm hearing glucose, like I'm hearing it's glucose in my body. This is the problem. And so I heard about how when we, especially with like the MetaPWR Assist, we got a couple left, next one's coming, but starting with MetaPWR Assist and water, then green veggies, then clean protein, good fats, and carbs last. And if you're going to have dessert right away, that it's priming your gut so that you're not, it's like slowing down the rate of glucose going in for being absorbed into your body. So you're not hitting that roller coaster and it's flattening your glucose spike. And so that was one of the first things I learned about. And this one, we just found out that the clinical studies that are coming out with this are remarkable, and significant enough that like this one, and Julia, you and I didn't talk about it. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see, but it actually has a natural health number on it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So this one means that it's new, but they're bringing it to the healthcare professionals as an alternative because it's being studied. So this is awesome. Like it's very new on the market and the research has to be there in order for that to happen. But I just noticed it does have the natural health number on there. And we do have it now available in Canada, which we didn't before, which is cool.
Yeah, my last A1C was 5.8, which it was, I want to
Yeah.
say 6.9 previous, and then higher than that previous to that. So
Wow. And this is your routine, 7 weeks of this routinely.
Yeah.
Are you doing it 3 times a day, once before a big meal?
it kind of depends. So mostly I've been doing it once.
Yeah.
And then I messed up my order a bit the other day. So then I ordered from the Canada website to get a bottle quicker. So when I've had kind of those little hiccups in my day, or if I know I'm going to have a little hiccup, then I'll take one for that hiccup. But I think I'm probably going to do it more because I kind of only eat twice a day now. I don't really eat 3 times a day. So I'll probably take it twice. But yeah, I find for those days you just can't get around something, it gives you that little leeway to not have a good day, I guess you could say, or right, or have that one
Probably
day.
not feel the consequences of a bad day as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, I know when I'm going to have a carb heavy meal. That's it. And if there's 2 of them, okay, I'll take 2 for sure. I don't see Clark coming on, but I don't know. Also, I sent him like the funny link, so I don't know if it worked for him either. But I know that for some of you, I don't know if you've ever seen Alicia. Julie, have you seen her at all in the communications ever? She's in one of the side.
Yeah.
She's really put a lot of time and energy into studying her own personal metabolism, and understand what's going on with her body. And MetaPWR has been her gift to be very successful. And so she encourages me, she and I chat sometimes, and she encourages me to she's like, this is amazing. Keep talking about it. Keep sharing it because it's supporting your body in doing what it needs to do. And the big thing for her is like decreasing her inflammation. You can see that happened. And that was, I think, 15 months for her. She's been on it consistently. She's gotten way more energy, and I'm feeling that as well. Decreasing in fat cells. I never had a measurement done, so I don't know. And I don't step on the scale, but I can tell you my clothes, I'm zipping up a jacket and I can actually zip it up. That's where I know, like, you look at that glucose stability and there's almost 30 pounds lost and it stays off. And it's a huge deal for some people. So if you are new to this and you're like, okay, I'm going to do it, please take pictures. If just for yourself, just to be proud of choosing better health, because it's incredible. And then maybe you'll want to share. She's a super user. I wanted to say that too. So she is, and I'll show you the different products that you can choose from or have all together, but she will take 2 to 3 of these a day, the assists, and I'll show you those. And then she'll take she's into 2 collagens a day. I'm just more a 1-in-1. And then she takes 3 of the oils, the soft gels a day. So she is piled right in. And from the clinical study, they said you can take up to, well, if you're eating, it's like when you eat a meal, it doesn't make sense to take it when you're not. So up to 3 a day, which is so cool. I'm also, you know, when I look at budgeting too, like I like to budget. I'm like, this is my budget, 1 pack of this a day versus 2. So, but I always say you have to budget your health. Okay, I'm gonna click on this one. And then, sorry for if there's any introverts on here. This is participation time. You can put stuff in the comments though, for sure. So, oh, I didn't go where it's supposed to go. Amazing. Let's click on this. And let's hope. Oh, maybe it won't. There. Can you see the MetaPWR system? Let's see. Looks like a worksheet. Is it up now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Tricia, this is what you and I were talking about at the very beginning, is knowing our why. And I know this says what prevents you from living your best and fullest life. I like a positive approach for mindset. So I would prefer us to instead looking at that way. What do we want more of in our life? So forget preventing. What do we want more of in our life? Right now, are you looking for more energy? Are you looking to release weight? Are you looking to improve your mood? Do you need better sleep? Are you looking for clarity? Are you looking to reduce stress? In the chat, just throw it in quickly right now, because that's what we want to know. And that's good for our brains too. Like, why are we here? What are we doing? It's a night where we could just be sitting watching Netflix. Like, why are we doing this instead? Energy, yes, absolutely. Oh. Energy, all of the above. Oh, you're a great sleeper. Nice. That is so good. You're lucky. Energy and weight, yes. And okay, awesome. There we go. Julie, oh, weight and sleep. Julie, we will be talking sleep soon. Again, you know this. You know, we've just learned a whole lot more. And all of our bodies are different. So it just depends on what our body needs. That's actually the most curious thing, is that Clark said it seems to work with what your body needs. He said, that's what I needed, and that's what happened. And I'm like, that's a really interesting way of putting it, because it's not the same for every person. So I know for some people, clarity. And you've got, oh, Trisha, you've got drive versus clarity. That's interesting. I like the way that you put that. And energy and weight. Well, energy, I tell you, you still seem to be an energizer bunny, but you know yourself the best. So wait until that energy goes. You're going to be amazed. All right. So good to know. Why, like, what is going on with this metabolic health anyway? And why did they create this product? Well, what's happened, and I'm going to sort of go off, not be on the script, but go off the script. But what's happened is that there's been a huge shift in the past, maybe, I don't know, I want to say like 50 years with food. Does that sound about right? 50, maybe 100, but food
I'd
has
say since World War II.
Since World War II.
That's when things started to get processed.
And what's happening too is that would be World War I, World War II, where marketing came in, and we started to become marketed to and sold on things without the disclaimer of what it could be doing to our body. So many of us have been addicted to sugar, whether or not we know this, because it's in all the food, most of the food that we eat, like from processing. And so what's happened is our bodies have tried to create, like get into homeostasis, but they can't because we're not giving them the nutrients that they need. And we're getting on these blood sugar roller coasters. And this is just in the US like alone, but you've got 6.8% of the population actually has a functioning metabolism that's healthy. Most of everyone else doesn't. So this is like, you are not alone. We are not alone. This is what's happening because of our system. But people are starting to shift and they're going like asking questions. Why is this happening to me? Like for me, the PCOS part, Julie, that I went in and I'm like, well, why is this happening? Why am I getting cysts? Why does it feel like an alien is trying to escape my body? And the answer is you're perimenopausal. And I'm like, well, yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Like instead, oh, it's your hormones, right? I'm like, well, wait, what? And then I went and did the research and the findings to know that that has to do with a glucose roller coaster that my body's going on, and insulin fluctuations. And I had gestational diabetes, or borderline, right? When I was pregnant with the boys, and there wasn't really the conversation there. It was just sort of, okay, that's where you are. I don't even remember anyone saying like, don't drink that 2 liter of chocolate milk every day. I don't remember. I just was like, this is the best, right? And that was causing it. So one of the things when we're working with doTERRA and working with if you're looking at any natural health providers, they're going to start to focus on nutrition and digestion. Number one is what we're putting in our body is what supports our body. Then how are we moving? And many of us know movement helps, and it supports the metabolism, and it supports our whole like body's process of getting things out of our system and bringing in the good. We also have to make sure we're managing our stress and resting, reducing our toxic load, which we're learning more about. That's a lot to figure out, by the way. Informed self-care, which is us learning. For us, it's like, we're trying to figure this out. This is sort of where we're looking at nutrition and digestion, but we're also looking at informed self-care. And then before we get to proactive medical care, but we're maybe a bit of both, I'd say, when you look at this system. This I found so cool is when they're talking about metabolic health and biological age. Sean, do you feel younger? I have to unmute you. Sorry, buddy. Asking you questions, leaving you muted.
Sorry, I don't know. I think I had myself muted. Yeah, I definitely feel younger. Like I work in a fairly young field, so I'm 47, and most of my staff is like 25-ish. And yeah, I can get pretty physical sometimes. And I can keep up with them super easy. My brain definitely feels like I'm 20 years old. My body needs a little bit to get there, but I definitely feel younger.
You feel like you're like your age, like from when you started with that energy.
Oh, I feel
like
10 years younger.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing. I know that for Clark too, is people are looking at him going, wait, what's going on? You look younger than you did before.
Yeah.
And it's the strangest thing to think about it, because you're improving your metabolic health. And if you were to go test your biological age, like go get the blood work done, you would be testing younger now than you would have. So not only do you feel younger, but your biological age is younger. Those tests out there, that is the coolest thing, that they're testing people for their biological age, like looking at blood work. And it's so cool. And the other thing too, and this one I find, like, when we look at the mental health of the aging population, that there has been just what we can call, I think they're calling it type 3 diabetes, is the decrease of the population's mental capacity. And so we're seeing an onset of Alzheimer's, and it's like huge. It's huge. And part of the research that people are looking at is this sugar? Is this what's happening to people's brains over time? Is it they're calling it type 3 diabetes. So that's something to look up, because when we're looking at our health span, that means as we age, we want to stay as healthy as we can as we get older, because what's happening with some of the population is their quality of life is tanking because they're not taking care of their health. And so I know for me, I want to be taking care of my health as much as possible, especially after these past 3 years of like seeing myself puff up, not being able to do the things I love to do. I want to keep being able to do that. I want to get outside, go on hikes. I want to go to Trisha's Highland dance class. I mean, that makes me so happy, right? And that's that piece, is that as we take care of our body, it takes care of us. And that's a hard one. Okay.
Sorry if I can interrupt for 2 seconds. I don't know if you actually seen the brain scan of sugar in your brain, and like next to like a narcotic like cocaine, it like literally triggers the same areas. It's pretty interesting.
It creates addictive patterns for sure. Okay. So now you've heard like a lot about the why. Let's see if it'll flip back to the other. There we go. So this system itself it's quite large to start. I'm not finding myself using it all now, but I did at the very beginning. I did for my first 30 days, and then I figured out what I loved from it, and that's what I kept using. So the big thing with MetaPWR and the ingredients that are in it is that the ingredients are there to help support your mitochondria. So you're going to get an increase in energy. The assist is there to decrease your blood sugar spikes. So you're not going to see, oh, look who's coming in, Julie, right now. Yeah. You're not going to see this roller coaster, and that roller coaster. So let's say I was just talking to Clark about this before, and I was like, so I would, have my dinner, however I ate my dinner, whatever way that I did before. And then I would hit like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'd get like hunger cravings or munchies or whatever. And then I'd eat, or sweet cravings, like and I'd eat that at a very later time. And so that was my blood sugar roller coastering after my meal. Now I eat probably like everything before 7, and I'm hungry and I'm full, and I don't get those cravings at all. Maybe get thirsty, that's about it, but I don't get any cravings, which I love. And I don't, like, if someone were to be like, oh, do you want like a piece of cake right now? I actually am like, no, thank you. Like, I really don't want it. Like, I really don't crave it. And I almost feel like, yuck, I don't really like that at all. For some people, that has meant a loss of weight, because it's a habit that we've been used to doing, is consuming and eating. So you're changing those habits, and your body will lose weight in response. That's not for everyone though. For some people, they're going to see the increase of energy, but they're going to see like brain focus. Their brain power is going to come. Well, there it is on the bottom, improved cognitive function. For some people, that's been the big gain. I know for a lot of people too, the skin, that was weird. Sean, did you get that experience where your skin, all of a sudden you could feel the collagen in it, or no?
Yeah, my face definitely, like my forehead for some reason feels a lot softer.
Yeah.
And like I can't really explain it, but like between the losing and the weight, like I had kind of like the gels going on.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of disappeared, and I have like dimples again. That's the funny thing I noticed, is like dimples showing up.
That's so good. Yeah. I'm going to just show you a breakdown of the items that are in it to get a better understanding. And I know that, let's see if it'll work. And I just want to point out the full system. I did put the price up there, is in US, it's $275.67. That's to start, but then after that, you're gonna see it's a different cost based on what you need. So I know for me, I'm not getting the gum, and we don't have to buy the soft gels. I'll show you the video of that, but I always am trying to make sure I have the assist, and I didn't need another oil right away. So I'll show you what I mean right here. So the first part of the system is actually the oil. And the oil is there because it can help support metabolic function when ingested. So it's fascinating because the preclinical trials are showing that it's reducing adipose fat cells when ingested. So a decrease of the fat cells plumping up, that they start to shrink, which is pretty cool. And it does help to curb those hunger cravings. And it's got a beautiful combo of cinnamon. Let me see if it shows up. Yeah. Grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. And all of those oils have different properties to support metabolism. That's a whole other class though. Julie and I were talking about that. The science behind essential oils is wild. And there's more and more studies going on. But the nice thing is with the oil blend that you can add it to a diffuser, you can diffuse it. So if you are working through hunger cravings, it does help to reduce them when you smell it. So aromatically, I think it's partially the peppermint and the cinnamon, but it does satiate you. It's fascinating. Internally, a lot of the people, when they start going on the MetaPWR system, this is what they want in their oil all the time. And topically, sometimes, I don't know, has anyone dry brushed here? No? Okay. So you can actually dry brush with it. So that's helping your lymph nodes. So if you want to know more about that, just reach out and I can connect you with some videos on how to dry brush. So if you're looking to really detox your body, bringing dry brushing in is good. And if you do and I can't see your face, just say yes in the chat. So the next one, let's see if it'll go there. The soft gels. Now the soft gels are, I take these 3 times a day. I'm trying to take them, getting back in again. I had stopped for a couple of months, but I'm now taking them 3 a day right before every meal. And they're really cool because they're just the oil in a gel form. Oh, there we go, just like that. So they're quite easy to swallow. And there's no gluten in them for anyone that's sensitive. Let me see, I got chat. Oh, good. Chantal, I noticed you have some in a box ready to go. Yes, we will talk after. We will get everyone dry brushing because it's incredible for your body. Okay. So the nice thing is with the MetaPWR, like you can see that it may protect cells and tissues. So the preclinical study that they're looking at in trials is saying that there's the antioxidant property of them. So if you know what an antioxidant is, it's helping our body heal, right? So it's got those plant properties in it, if that makes sense. And it's interesting too, because when you look at metabolism, those are those oils again, they're all just in here. So they're easy to take with you when you're eating. They're going to help support your metabolism as you go. And one of the things too, I have celiac disease, which is like a gut health problem. This has helped to reduce the inflammation. It's this little nugget. And one more thing. Let's see. Throw any questions too, because there's a lot to learn. Hold on. Going on the next one. There we go. Now, I don't know, did anyone end up, there we go. Did anyone end up being really fond of the gum? Some people did, yeah.
I usually use the gum in the morning. So when I try to skip my breakfast when I'm fasting, I'll use the gum in the morning.
Right, that's awesome. Trisha had a really good question. How long does the oil bottle last? Quite a long time. Julie,
It's a really long time. I put some in my water every day. And I'm only on my second bottle, and it's been, what, a year and a half? Yeah.
I'm almost done, but because I dry brush with it, so I have it in my water, not all the time, but I'm dry brushing with it, which means a couple drops on my brush a couple days a week.
Yeah.
And I like to diffuse it too. So, but it's honestly, when I bought the kit, I did not have to refill the oil after. The next one,
Just remind everybody to ignore those dates.
please ignore the dates. They're already enough and going. I really like this line too. Let me see. It's not moving very quick though. I'll tell you. I would like to say it's me not moving very quick, but it's the slides. There we go. Okay, beadlet people. So, Sean.
Oh yeah, beadlet's my little gateway drug. I have like everybody at work addicted to the beadlets. So between the peppermint beadlets and these ones, yeah, everyone's been eating them up right now, literally.
I love them.
So they're my just kind of when I get a little craving or I get a little something, I kind of just pop a beadlet, or if need some fresh breath for something, I'll pop a beadlet. But yeah, they're like one of my favorites.
Julie, you were handing these out the other night. You're handing out the peppermint ones or the MetaPWR ones? Thanks, Sean. It's so good.
It was peppermint. Yes. And like Sean said, it's a little gateway because everybody's like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you get your kit, these might be one of the favorite things, and we can connect with you more, but just so you know, when you repurchase, if you're going to go into 60 days, there's like special savings that you can get, and these two little nuggets come together. So you're going to get more beadlets and MetaPWR Assist because they are two of the top selling favorite products for sure. The Assist, and it does take a little bit. It's nice. I'm going to hook you up with like the how-to information. It does come with the kit, but you might need a little bit more because there's a lot to learn. But once you figure it out, it's fast. It's like, okay, you create a little routine for yourself and some habits, and away you go. So this is actually one of the big hero products. There's two huge hero products in the MetaPWR system. The Assist is one of them. When it was released, I don't think there's any talk of the clinical trials right now. But if you need some information about clinical trials, if you have to bring it to your doctor, we can give you the information to send that to you. But it has to say here, may help release glucose more slowly and steadily. I think, Julie, do you know from the clinical trials, they can say it does?
I put the link on the chat.
Did you?
So
Okay.
everybody could see it, the latest trial.
Yeah. So after the clinical trials, then we're allowed to make certain claims. And before the clinical trials, we have to say it may, but after the clinical trials, we can say it does. So there's some of these will be, instead of may, it'll be like it does support. But this is, like I said, this is a one before the largest meal with the carbohydrates of the day, or you can have 2 or 3 a day, just depending how many meals you eat, but that's like up to you. I would suggest starting with one just to see how it works with your body. Let's see here. Move down. And available November 1st. This is available now. So this is the other hero product, the MetaPWR Advantage. See if I can click into it. So this product has been the one that has, I think for a lot of people, it has been their go-to the most. They might not always remember to take an assist, but they always remember to take an advantage. After they do their first 30 days and they're trying to create a routine, this has been one of the top sellers within the top 5 in Canada and the United States. So it has made a huge impact in the wellness environment of doTERRA and hopefully beyond. So the thing with the advantage, and I know I've talked to people who have taken collagen before, this collagen works a little bit differently. It is marine collagen, and it also has something called NMN in it. And I call it like little mitochondria food. So it's feeding your mitochondria and giving you more sustained energy. This is the one that has definitely been the helper for my joints. So this collagen has completely helped my joints where I like really fast recovery. Also just less soreness. I was struggling to get upstairs at work. It was the most ridiculous. I'm like, why is my body doing this? As soon as I started taking this within the first couple of days, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can do this. Like, this is amazing. Oh, I'm okay. Thank you, darling. I'm at 45 now. I've gone a little long, but but I did have to finish with this one. This is the last one before I have the next thing to say. So this has been the game changer for me, along with the assist, but this is really the big hero. And we actually have it in a new pomegranate cherry too. So something to explore if you want to try something new. What you do, and I don't have my water with me, but you just open it up, put it in water. If you've got a mixer or a shaker, shake it up and you drink it all right away. So it's the most bioavailable if consumed immediately. Don't let this one sit. And if you do, that's okay, but you want what you pay for, and that's what you need. Okay. The last screen. Let's see. Now I don't know who's all on here and who's connected. Chantal, I'm not too sure who you're connected with and if you're connected to Silver Club right now. No?
I'm connected to Katie.
Okay.
Well, she's doing Silver Club, but
If she's okay, so one of the things that we have for Silver Club is that anyone who enrolls is going to get an additional gift. So it's important to know that for anyone looking for like, hey, I want to do this MetaPWR, I want to do this kit, there's also additional gifts with Silver Club. So I have to register people for this. We don't just get to get a gift right away, and I have to register to get a promo code. So this is why I've put this on here. So text me, and if you want to take a picture of it and text me later, you can. Text me or screenshot. Name, email, phone number, if you're a member, if you're not a member, who sent you, where you're from, and then I can send you my Silver Club link. Or Chantal, do you have Katie's Silver Club number?
not yet. She's still in Nashville.
Okay, so when she gets back, then we'll make sure we remind her to get you the Silver Club number, because that's going to unlock free promotions for you as well. So Sean, if you're sharing this with anyone, Julie, if you're sharing this with anyone, make sure that you send me this information. And I know, Trisha, you do not have an account, so I have to get this information from you to log in that you are here and participating. And then I can help you with figuring out what you do want when it comes to the MetaPWR system, if you want the whole system or if you just want it itemized. And so make sure, I can't see, make sure that we do it. I've got 5 days, which is interesting from this day. If there's anyone, I can set up another event later to help with the promo code. It's like what we have from March to May. Who are we kidding? It's pretty easy. So the freebies this month, I don't know. I don't think I have an image for it here, but Chantal, just so you know, Sean and Julie, when you're communicating with people, it's a lavender touch and a citrus bliss. And those are the 2 free oils that you get. We can talk more about that. But the big thing is, did you see this one more thing and then we can go. When you're looking at supporting people with this, and this is new to me, I made a classroom, like I'm a classroom teacher, and I, of course, made a Google Classroom before this was created. So they've now created a classroom where you can go in and learn about the products and be supported for 30 days. I was doing it in a Google Classroom before with Julie. It was like so much work. But now this is here, so you can sign up for the course, and I can send you that link as well. I don't know, Chantal, have you done this or seen this one?
No, but that's pretty cool.
It's awesome. So let me scroll down, and it looks like a lot, but it's day by day, and this is what we were doing as a group before, and I'm happy to do this along with people again. Was it coming up? It's not. Oh,
But
yeah.
then you can send it to people.
There it is.
They
Yeah,
start, right? Because not everybody starts at the same time.
that's right. So it's like you've got coaching alongside to keep you on track. And this is relatively new. I was like, yay, because I tried to make this myself and it didn't look, and that's, we can pretend it sort of did, but it did have like the creating a meal plan, and it did actually, Sean, I love one of your hacks is you have your workout gear ready to go. Like that is a life hack. That's so good. When did you figure that out? When were you like, okay, I'm going to have my workout gear ready to go?
Maybe a little bit in, because I just found that if I didn't have it there, I'd hum and haw for a little bit. So if I had it just to pick up and go, then it was kind of one less excuse that I had.
See,
and so then
I just started doing that too. Trisha, that was one of my big things is I have a special bag for my Highland dance. And that's something that, you know, when Sean said that, it hit me. I'm like, I have my Highland dance bag to make sure I'm going. Right? Nothing's gonna stop me. That's actually, like, they call it a life hack. I think that is the coolest thing. So I have one for a workout one, and I have one for my dance one. So it's ready to go. The start of the week. I love it, which I'm gonna do right after this Zoom. So if there's any questions, don't hesitate. And I can't see everyone on here because of how this is all set up. Hold on, let me get out of here. There. Oh, yay. So if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. No, you don't have to wait. You can take it right away. That's a really good question, because there was a time when they communicated that you'd have to wait 30 minutes, and it was, okay, bye. Yes, we will talk, Chantal. Thank you. Bye. There was a question about, like, how am I doing this? I can't time taking this 30 minutes before. And they did the research and they found, no, it works just taking it with the meal. It's like, thank goodness. Because it was hard for people 30 minutes before. Like the time that was really hard. But you can take it right at, because Sean, you take yours with food, right? Oh, you're the numbers guy. Let me see, I can unmute you. There. Julie, can you unmute Sean? Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
There we
Sorry.
go. That's okay.
Sorry, what were we saying there? I kind of lost.
I was saying you're the numbers guy. What do you find? And there's a question too. Oh, medication. What do you find if there's medication? Do you have to stagger your timing, or do you take it?
For
The
me,
assist.
the way I take my medication, it doesn't really affect it that much.
Okay.
For me. And then I originally was taking the pill, say about 15 minutes before, like the assist, like 15 minutes before. But there's times I forget. And I've taken it at the meal. I've literally taken it after the meal. And when I've checked my blood sugar after, it's always had the same effect. Like I haven't taken it like an hour after the fact, but say like 5 or 10 minutes or partway through my meal. And I haven't noticed any difference.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Just knowing that we're still in the early days of clinical trials, if that's fair. Everything that's come out has been so positive because it is a natural health product, and I haven't heard of any contraindications at all. But as we hear more from the clinical trials, we'll hear more of the benefits, I think, is the biggest thing. But you're going to know the best for your body for sure, and what you're doing. But make sure, my friends, if you need some more help, to reach out to myself or Julie. We're in that online group together, and yeah. Thank you. It's like almost an hour. And I can help set anything up. If you're looking, okay, what are my next steps? I can help you with that. Just you can text me or Facebook message, I think. Texting is the best though, for sure. Let me see, are there any other questions? Oh, that's it. Okay. Sound good? Are we excited? We're gonna do this? We're doing this. I think I'm gonna put that link in our MetaPWR or Healing Our Metabolism group, the link to the course, so that everyone can see it, because it is a relatively new thing.
And it's very doable. They're such short little snippets, but it's so informative and helpful. Their courses are always so good.
Their courses are so good. And those are for when you have an account, you get access to all of their education, minus a couple of ones that you have to pay for. But mostly it's like, there's so much education on health that's in there. And there's some little fun certifications in there as well, which we've taken. But my friends, have a fantastic night. Thank you all for being here on a Sunday night at 7 to 8 p.m. That's amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay.
Ciao.
Okay, my friend. See ya. Oh my gosh. And how do I end there?